Do you ever feel like you're carrying dreams too big for your own energy? You tell yourself, oh, I'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow turns into next week. And next week turns into next month. And that turns into years and years. Maybe you want to write a book, fix your health, and learn something or do something that makes you proud. But every time you think about starting, you end up pressing play next episode to a movie that doesn't impact your life in any good way. This is normal, and it's not because you are broken. It's also not because you are lazy at your core. It's because big things scare your brain, and your brain whispers, do something easy instead. Let's talk about Jonah. No, not the one who actually got swallowed by a big fish. He was a guy who swore he would save enough money to travel the world. He always talked about Bali, Tokyo, and Cape Town. But every payday, the idea of cutting back felt like torture. So he would blow it all, telling himself, next month, I'll get serious. And so one day, he made a little change that revolutionized every other thing. Instead of trying to save half his paycheck, he threw $10 in a jar on his shelf. The next week, he threw $20 into that same jar on his shelf. And the next month, he did 50. He started small, stupid, but easy. And with time, that jar got heavier. 1 year later, Jonah was boarding his first plane. And this happened not because he made a massive plan, but because he made it small enough and easy enough to actually move. And this, my friend, is the real secret. Big dreams choke you when you stare at the whole mountain. But when you break it down into one tiny dumb, small piece, it makes it easy for you to move your feet. If you want to write a book, start with a sentence. Or if you want to get fit, start by doing 5 push-ups by your bed. This also applies to learning any other thing. Even if you want to learn the musical instrument, you start by practicing one chord and practicing it badly. These small steps will snowball into having massive effects. This is how you trick your lazy side, by making things so easy that it's silly to skip. When you're looking up at the mountain at that big dream, and it's very huge, do not bet on willpower, because willpower dies fast. Routines are your backup battery. It's like setting your shoes by your door if you plan to run, or dropping your phone in a drawer if you plan to write, so you don't start scrolling. Little rituals remove excuses. And when starting feels impossible, that's when you should bank on the 2-minute rule. Just promise yourself 2 minutes to clean one corner, reply to emails, or to read one page. And once you start rolling, your brain keeps going. Here's the raw truth. People who finish don't start big. Your spark is waiting for fuel, and you can add that right now. The probability for failure will always be there, because everyone fails. But when you fail or fall down, stand up and do it again. Nobody who matters cares if you look stupid. They only care if you quit. So don't wait for the perfect hour or the perfect mood. Shrink it down and make it dump easy. Pick one thing, do it for 2 minutes, add fuel, and watch the fire build. Your dream is hungry and you've got to feed it. Keep grinding and start today. See you in my very next video.